Is this all working? I think so. Hey. I am not feeling that great. But here I am. A lot has been going on. And I am just kind of not sure what to do with myself. My heater just came on. One second. Let me turn it off. Yeah, I have a cold. I'm sorry. I'm not on the floor. I'm not on the floor. I know that sounds like something someone on the floor would say, but I'm not on the floor. I just wanted to talk about various things. I mean, because I had that vacation where I went to Orlando and got sick, but I also did other things there. So, that's what I would talk about. Obviously, we'll get some music. I'm looking for music. That would be good. Ooh, we've got the, Cars playlist. Don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that's not gonna give me a strike. I'm not on the floor. Thank you for the super chat, silly strings. I hope I feel better soon. I thought I'd feel better by now, but it's being stubborn. Okay, this one looks safe. We also have video game crime jazz, which also seems like a fun thing to put on next, if we need it. So, let's see here. I gotta pull up my photos. Yeah, I'm playing the piano. Oh, yes, okay. So, that's my thumbnail. We're not drawing the thumbnail. I mean, my idea was I talk about, and yes, I asked if it was okay to work on this while I talk about it, but I talk about my vacation while I draw. So like I've set up 2 screen captures. One is for having big picture. So I'm gonna open picture. Yeah, see small picture? When we want to talk about the picture for an extended period. And then big picture for when we don't have as much to say about the picture. But like small picture so that we can also draw while we Oh, am I still set to Garten Ban on Twitch? Fuck's sake. I always forget to change to that. Ugh. Why is Twitch making me log in? When did I get logged out of Twitch? Oh my god. I don't know my password. I forgot my password! Shit! It's like the most distressed you've ever heard me. I never remember my Twitch password. It never logs me out. It's probably gonna go make me go get my authenticator app. Ugh. I gotta get my fucking authentic. Gotta go get my phone. Oh my god. Oh, 1 second. Thank you for the follow, good. Okay, what do we got here? No, don't refresh, don't refresh. Damn it, I just missed it. Nope, no, I got in, Haha, just right before the code reset. Haha. 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 Okay. I did it. Alright. Now I can change it to not be Garten to Ban. We would be... we would be here for Garten to Ban. I mean, I need the new game to come out immediately. Now. Right now. Anyway. I'm not gonna pass out either. I'm just in a weird mood cause... Well, I don't know. You might have seen my socials. Like, Mom says we have to put the cat down the first week of October. So that's fun. So she's in here with me. I put her bed in my bedroom so she can spend many, many hours with me before, you know. I know I don't sound that upset about it. I'm extremely upset about it, but I freaked out about it yesterday, so. So the house, the house was good, but unfortunately they don't let you film in there, so I do not have video of it. Except for one really disgusting, scuffed video that might have ended up in my transfer. I think I transferred it over. Let me see. Is that it? Oh yeah, I think that's it. Yep. It's mostly a lot of feet. It's a lot of Fazbear feet and a lot of the wall. Cause they don't let you film, so I tried to sneak a film in. Like, I had a clear backpack, so I had the phone in the back of my clear backpack. And, like, flipped out so it could record, but, like, I was trying to flip my backpack around to get good angles, but I did not get good angles, so. We can actually go ahead and pull up a walkthrough of the haunted house really quick before I go through my pictures so you guys can see that, because I know you'd probably want to be seeing that and you wouldn't get to ever see it because my video sucks. So haunted house walkthrough, yeah, there we go. It is indeed Attractions 360. Where's the tab that's playing music? I've got too many tabs open. Oh my god. What I don't get though, so it shows differently here where it looks like you can like see it like that. Honestly, it's a lot harder to see that in person, the sign. It's really hard to see it. It's so high up. Maybe it's just because I'm short, but the black curtain behind you is like really close. So it's kind of difficult to actually see the sign, except from like an angle because like that little overhead blocks it. And I'm pretty sure Universal allows content creators to film, like, if they're big enough. Like, you know, Attractions 360 definitely would go in and be like, hey, can I get a walkthrough here? And it'll be like, yeah, you can. We'll let you. Because, like, you can tell it's not as crowded either, so this person's probably also getting some sort of early access to it. Let's check him out. Yeah, because, like, there's another person filming, too. So this is probably, like... Oh, wait a minute. I think they had... You can get a ticket for the day before official opening. Where it's, like, a VIP sort of thing. And... for paying extra, I think they let people film. So I think that's actually might be what he did. Because I was like, there are people here, but then they're all filming, too. So I guess that makes more sense. Honestly, it's unfortunate how quickly they make you go through it when it's during, like, peak hours. Because, like, you don't really get to linger in this room, which sucks because the animatronics are really cool. You kind of have to just keep going. So you have to hope that you catch them on a cycle where they're doing something and not shut down. They are so much bigger in person. It's kind of wild. And they got all, like, the trash on the table and stuff. And the kids scare actors. No, the animatronics are animatronics. There's not real people in there. They're all, like, custom Universal animatronics. But apparently Jim Henson worked on the suits for these as well, so... You could kind of tell, honestly, where people are gonna jump out at you in these haunted houses, so honestly, none of them really ever got me. And I completely missed the Freddy arm my first time through. I'm gonna be honest. And that I liked to get out of this room as soon as I could because I really didn't like that electrical popping. It was, I don't know, it felt a lot more like, it felt a lot more dangerous in person, even though, you know, it's not gonna hurt you. And the silly little cupcake coming out of the wall. It seemed like Foxy was supposed to move. I felt like this was like kind of the strangest part where Foxy just kind of stiffly stands there. I thought he was supposed to move on the track, but I guess it might have been scrapped. And then there's Shreddy Faz's chair. And they also have the shadow projection on the wall. There are random security guards jumping out at you. Yeah, it wasn't very scary, but this Freddy here is my favorite part. He actually walks towards you. That was like, oh my god, he's moving. This part's really funny because, like, I know fully now that that's just a Bonnie puppet where he's just like, he has to go and get in Bonnie's arms and act like he's being killed. This is just how I picture Dusky's house. We actually got stuck in this part. There was a little bit of a backup, so me and Seth were just kind of standing with Foxy for a while, and he just kind of, he hums for a while. Oh yeah, those arcade machines are not playable. They didn't get too mad at me for trying to touch the joystick to see if they were. They didn't actually notice. I don't think they noticed me touching the controls. I was really tempted to touch an animatronic, but I did not. I did not touch any of them. I didn't want to get kicked out. Gimme Chica. Thank you for the follow, Krill Game. Krill Gamer? Yeah, man, if this was in my garage, that'd be awesome. There's William! And then he backs up real politely. I got hit in the face with one of those hanging... with one of the hanging ball sacks. The worst way I could phrase that. I got hit in the face with one of those the second time. You can talk about FNAF lore if you want, that's fine. What I wanted to say about the Foxy thing is, like... You get stuck in the room with him, he just kind of, he'll just kind of hum there for a second. He just has B mode audio where it just goes like da-dum dum doo doo dum doo 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 dum doo doo, and then occasionally like comes to life and slashes to the right. Being able to see one of them for like an extended period was cool. I wish we could have spent more time in the intro room because I hated how fast we had to go past it. I wonder if they're gonna do another FNAF haunted house, because it'd be really cool to see like 2 or 3 be done. I mean, I figure Universal would probably do it if they were able to get it organized with Scott in time, because they would know that brings in so much money. Like, the wait time for this thing would start off at 180 minutes every night, and would honestly only ever go down. The lowest I ever saw it at was an hour. Honestly, you don't really wait an hour to get in there when it's at that. When I was going on Friday and the wait time was posted at 80 minutes, it was honestly closer to like 30 to 45. You don't really ever wait that long, but you still can get stuck waiting for a long time. But damn, these guys are cool. I like Chica's little squint at you. She's like, It was so cool to see these guys for real. God, so exciting. The Hollywood one I hear only has Freddy. And it wasn't as good, apparently. Like, I feel like it was good at all the other points. And they mentioned, like, the guy who directed it mentioned that it was just more expensive. Like, it was less expensive in Florida to make all those animatronics than it was in the West Coast, so they were only able to get one. So Universal, honestly, probably should have given them a little more budget. Because I think the Freddy here... This is Orlando. What? It says... Oh. Oh, I thought that was Hollywood. Okay, I've clicked the wrong video. Okay, there's Hollywood's. Now, what I like a lot better about Hollywood's, and I saw this from the picture Mason posted online on Twitter, obviously online, duh, that the actual outside of it, the outside of the haunted house, is basically the restaurant. Instead of just you go into like a warehouse and then you see the restaurant. Thank you for the additional super chat, Silly Strings. I don't mind it at all. So there's one Freddy with his weirdly stretched torso. Although I will say the showroom is a lot bigger and they have like the showtime switch. Freddy's menacing pose here is cool though. I like how the eyes open before he actually starts activating. Yeah, I mean, less budget or not, I think it's just still really cool that they would have this many, even if simple and not too advanced, animatronics based on FNAF characters. I mean, it's just really cool to see them in person. Oh, that cupcake is so much more scuffed than Orlando's. Bro just gets flung out of a hole. Oh, you doofy little hand. Yeah, it does feel a little cheaper than... Oh, that's a staff member. It's like, why is there just a person standing there? Definitely frequenting Orlando for Horror Nights from here on out if I decide to go again. They're foxy moves, though. I would have liked it if ours moved. Because they both have a track, so it's weird that, like, one doesn't and the other one does use his track. Hi, Bonnie child. There's a good old Shreddy Faz chair. Seems like it's a little gentler than the other one. They fixed Foxy in Orlando? Huh. Freddy seems a little like he's... I know he's strung up by a rope in both, but it seemed a little more obvious there. That kid's doing a good job. They should give him a raise. Wonder how much they pay the kids. Hi, Eve. Ooh. I think I might like that Foxy. He moves a little slower, but he looks more menacing than the one we have. That's a good Freddy. I was comparing the haunted houses between the one I saw and then the one that you guys have in Hollywood. Oh, they have the Freddy talkie thing. I heard the you guys' Fallout maze was actually better than ours. I don't really have context to go off of because I only watched the first episode like a little bit behind my parents' shoulders. So I didn't really know. Has Scott seen it? I assume so. I'm pretty sure he has to approve it before they go ahead with it. going with Quinn and scared of the Terrifier one. I've heard the Terrifier one is like the goriest. I had to skip out on it because I was like, I'm not going through that. I don't like you tell me there's a wet path and a dry path, and I'm gonna think, you know, I think I can do without. It switched to Fallout because that one was a compilation video of all the haunted houses they had there. I don't know what the motto was for Horror Nights, actually. Honestly, I don't think I saw. Or I think the motto was never go alone. I think that was it. So there's my little creature on the plane. See, we're heading out to Orlando. I took some pictures of this thing on the plane. I usually take a plushie with me. I'm just like going through all my vacation pictures here. So, I didn't want to take the same plushies. Last time I did, I brought a Furret plushie, and I was like, I'm gonna take this thing that I got at the aquarium. Its name is Otter, but it's a cat. I named it Otter because I got it at the aquarium. So we're flying away from where I live, sort of. I'm looking out the window. I don't know why I took so many pictures of him. I really thought this picture was pretty, though. Oh no, it's not a branded toy. It's actually handmade. There was like a little artisan market outside the aquarium one day. So it's hand crocheted by someone. I thought this is a really pretty picture with like the cloud shelves and everything. That's blurry. That's alright. The clouds are really pretty on the way there. Lots of cloud pictures. There's us breaking the pillar at the airport in Atlanta. We had a running gag where, like, me and Dad were joking that because I have metal in my skull and he has metal in his knee, we kept breaking the electronics along the way. Because, like, on the drive to the airport, there was a... There was a billboard that actively blue screened while we were looking at it. Yeah, I have metal in my skull. It's to hold my skull together after surgery. Because your bones don't exactly, like, fuse themselves back together very quickly. It doesn't hurt or anything, it's just a bit bumpy. There's me in the little art exhibit thing. It's a terrible photo. There's Otter in the art exhibit thing. It's in the Atlanta airport still. I made my parents go to see it. They're both like wondering what I'm doing. Taking pictures of my fucking thing. This is Orlando's airport, which is really pretty, you know, it's super themed because like they've got Disney and all that shit. You see them advertising it over there. And this, apparently, this is like a hotel. You could just stay at the airport. Which I guess you could do, but I don't think I would want to. I went to Horror Nights the next day, so like, this is when I flew in, got to our place. We're staying at some kind of weird resort-ish area where it smelled like mold in the house. And also the fanciest wet floor sign I've ever seen. Very fancy. That is the last picture from Wednesday. Now we actually get to look at the park. That's just it's 6 in the morning. His mom got us up at 6 in the morning to go and park early, and then we were too early and had to wait. That's just the city walk, but they were advertising Nintendo World, which I was really excited to go to. I went there on Friday. Donkey Kong. And there's the big display for Five Nights at Freddy's. It's got 30% power left at 5 AM. On night 4. Actually, this seems like kind of a good player to have 30% left on night 4 with 3 bars of usage too. This is Orlando. This is Orlando, Florida. So there's them displaying all their merchandise. And there's me with Freddy. Of course, you have to get a picture with Freddy. And just some pretty pictures. I haven't been since I was 14, so of course I'm like taking a lot of pictures just in general. They're tearing up the Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster. I don't know what they're gonna put in its place, but apparently everyone hated it, so I never rode it. I was terrified of it. My dad and sister rode it when I was there last, but I didn't get on that thing. No way. You want me to go up that freaking incline? You gotta pay me like $1 billion. There's a Universal Globe, me with it. Yeah, okay. The Horror Nights 2025. Did I ride the Men in Black thing? I did, yes. I sucked at it. I need a reticle. Honestly, they didn't give me any like indication of where I was aiming besides a tiny little red dot that got mixed up with my mom and dad's red dots, so I couldn't tell where the hell I was shooting. Wasn't that bad. I'm like such a baby when it comes to roller coasters. There's the advertisement for Five Nights at Freddy's! And Terrifier and the Horrors of the Wyatt 6. Which I did go into the Wyatt 6 one. That one was okay. I didn't really get what was going on, but it was fine. They cover up all the Horror Nights statues before Horror Nights starts, so everything's got a tarp over it. So I was trying to guess which one was Freddy. Don't think I went into any of these stores. Also, I forgot to answer your question. Yes, I did eat at the converted Italian restaurant that they turned into a Fazbear's, quote-unquote. Scare zones at daytime. Nothing going on during the day. I did go back here at night. This is the Crooked Cat Lady, or the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, I think was called. It's probably the only scare zone I ended up going through because I was so tired by the end. I took a bunch of pictures of Springfield for Austin because he loves The Simpsons, so I took a ton of pictures of the Simpin. I did not get a giant pink donut though. I cannot handle any... Like, I can't handle that much sugar at once, so I didn't even try it. Me with that guy. Krusty Land. I wrote that. It definitely does need updated, but I will be sad to see it go, because I did a little bit of research, and apparently Orlando Universal is losing the... This is the Universal in America. There's two. There's Universal Hollywood and Universal Orlando. This is Orlando. They're losing their theme park license for The Simpsons in 2028, so it's possible that all the Simpsons land will be going. I don't know what they would replace it with, or if they'll fight to keep it. Because, I mean, it's pretty old. And The Simpsons is still going, so... who knows? More Simpsons. There's King's Cross and Harry Potter-ish stuff, sort of. Now, I will say one thing about Diagon Alley is it is wonderful to have that, because they keep it so cold in there somehow. Like, if you're really hot, you just haul your ass down to Diagon Alley and crawl on in there, and for some reason, it's always cold. I don't know how they do it, because it's not like there's a roof on it. So I just duck in there. Also, that dragon, I feel like that dragon is so much louder than I remember it being. I was like, ow, that hurt my ears. So it's not crowded at all here because we got here at, if I'm to believe this timestamp, at 8 in the morning, so nothing was even open, which is weird, because like, why is the park open and none of the stores are open? That doesn't make a lot of sense. But whatever, what do I know? Random. They have fans hidden all over. They should put fans in Hogsmeade too, because there ain't anywhere like that in Islands of Adventure where you can just like cool off. Also, oh my god, okay, Gringotts is so... it's freezing in there! Like, going in here at 8:30 in the morning was miserable, because I wasn't hot yet, so I was in here, I was just like freezing to death. No, I didn't get to slap a goblin. I didn't go up, and maybe the reason that vine is the reason they have these chains in the way. Cause that dude's going up and slapping the goblin. Oh yeah, they had, okay, they didn't have Dementors, but they had the Death Eaters at night for Halloween Horror Nights in Diagon Alley. I caught them Thursday, but I didn't catch them on Friday. Me taking pictures of the intro movie for no reason. Ended up seeing that 3 separate times. Dudley Do Rights is still a thing. I have never been on it, and I didn't go on it this time either because I am a baby and I can't handle it, so... You use the Cat in the Hat as a cooldown sink? Yeah. Good point. The Jurassic Park Museum's also a good place. Took the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure, because it's honestly just... Is that the only way to get over there from the other park, actually? Like, without just, like, leaving the park and driving? Not sure. It's kind of funny to me how miserably hot here it was, yet there's snow on everything. I got some butterbeer, and it was not as good as I remembered it. I don't know if they, like, did something to it, but it just... I remembered it being carbonated, and it wasn't, and I was like, that's kind of lame. I wanted it to be carbonated. Like, get me some butterscotch soda, and I would like it, but... A root beer float, which is basically what it is except butterscotch, is not good if it's not carbonated, in my opinion. It's just flat soda. Honestly, maybe it was only flat because I got it so early in the morning when there was, like, no customers yet. Oh, walk across City Walk? Oh yeah, you can, can't you? I guess if you want to sit down, you would take the Hogwarts Express, because, yeah, you get real tired, too. I did go in here. At one point, I split off from my parents because I was like, I don't want to be with you anymore, and I went back over here and went in there, and I got a frog, but... Then I was like, I'm bored without anyone to talk to, so I went and found them again. That frog, what the hell is up with the chocolate frogs now? I feel like they were good. If I ever had one in the past, I feel like they were good. But I got a dark chocolate one, and it's not good. It tastes like nothing. It tastes like really cheap, like, Sixlets. A really thick glob of Sixlets chocolate. It's not good. I'd like it if the Simpsons park stayed like Marvel Adventure, but I'd also understand that if they want to move it because it's been such a long time since it debuted. It's us going on Hagrid's motorbikes, which is the only pictures I have, which is just me in the blurry tunnel as, we have so jokingly dubbed this area Level Hagrid. Well, I'm gonna vouch for Hagrid's motorbikes ride. It's like Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It's a long name, but it is so much fun. I can understand when it has such a long line. It's actually like my favorite launch coaster ever, I think. There's that thing and Jurassic Park. Yay! Dinosaurs! Many dinosaurs. And now we're in Ride of Kong! We're gonna see King Kong. And just a bunch of random pictures, and then there's the giant King Kong animatronic. He was awesome. That was awesome. That's a terrible photo. Random pictures from the cartoon area that I didn't really care about. Honestly, all these cartoons are like way before my time, so... Like, honestly, everything except for Popeye is something I could literally not give two shits about, so... I just kinda was chilling. What's my favorite game engine? I don't know. I mean, the only one I've used is ClickTeam. Besides Unity, and that's not my favorite, so... I wouldn't say ClickTeam's my favorite. Maybe it'll be Unreal whenever I get around to it. MODOK is my boy! I love MODOK. Me and my sister, we love MODOK. He's like my favorite Marvel villain. Is Captain America killing him? More guys. And then we go into Spider-Man ride. You're also not allowed to record on the rides, so most of them I did not record on. Only a few where I could like justify it, where we got stuck on one of them and I was like, you know, okay, I'll pull out my phone, why not? The Incredible Hulk coaster goes all the way over here, I guess? I did not get on that. I couldn't handle that. It, just from a distance, it looks like something that I would cry on. An awkward picture of my dad outside of Seuss Landing. I think that Seuss Landing has unfortunately really faded from being in the sun, so it just doesn't look as good, I feel like, as it used to. Like, it just kind of gives me a weird uncanny feeling as opposed to, like, a happy feeling. How did I feel about MODOK and Quantumania? I did not see that movie, but his... Wasn't that the one where he had, like, a really weird, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, kind of like CGI face, but like a real face, but it was, like, kind of shoved onto him. Thought it was really funny. Didn't he? Wasn't there like a shot of his bare ass in that movie? His tiny little butt. Oh yeah, green eggs and ham. I forgot about that. I'm not kind of person who can like handle a lot of food. So I didn't really try a lot of the things at the park. There's Cat. This ride is so slow, it's like so easy to film on it. Except when you try to get pictures of the fish. And whatever that is, I don't know what that is. Bit of banana thing, I guess. There's that, where I didn't know at first, but that's like... That's the abandoned set for, like, Poseidon's Fury, isn't it? Because I was told about that from a video that I watched when I got back. Like, if you can kind of zoom in really close, you can see the wooden barrier they put in the way so that you can't get in there. Yeah, this land seemed confusing to me, but it is pretty. I just don't know why it's there. Besides the restaurant, they could have just easily kept the restaurant separate. But yeah, 10-time winner, the #1 theme park restaurant in the world. We did not go in. There's just so many restaurants, it's like, how do you decide where to eat? There's a pigeon that I saw. It's white. It's the only white pigeon that I saw. Isn't he cool? There's my dad with the pigeon. And there's a lovely picture of it flying away. Off he goes. There's me outside. I was at the All Hallows Eve store, so this was set up outside of that. Still so surreal randomly seeing Freddy Fazbear at your theme park. Pictures in the Hogwarts Express. Me just chilling. Here's us going on Fast and Furious. And there is a picture of the screen where we were stuck on Fast and Furious, and then the lights came on. And here's all of us chilling in Fast and Furious. And then the screens went dark or white or whatever. And here's us getting evacuated off of Fast and Furious. Which is just about as technologically impressive as it looks when it works normally. Us getting handed out some nice free fast passes. Honestly, it was just going down the hall and then it like hard braked and we all got whiplash and it was like, is this supposed to happen? Because my dad was like, I think that was intentional. And I was like, I don't think that was intentional. That didn't seem right. There's a few pictures closer from inside the ride. It's just a giant screen. Lots of fun. I didn't go on the ride when it was working. Because it was like, yeah, it wasn't very interesting from the first 5 minutes of it, so... Or 2 minutes, or however much there was before it broke. What did I eat while I was there? Well, we had lunch at the Three Broomsticks, and I had chicken tenders. And I think that was pretty much it until I went to the Fazbear's. In the morning, I had a single hash brown. There's Bumblebee. They unfortunately don't talk. I mean, of course, Bumblebee doesn't talk, but Megatron doesn't talk either, because they don't have voice modulators in Florida. Oh man, I would love to get evacuated off Tower of Terror. I hate Tower of Terror. Be a minion. Please be a minion now. Become a minion. Join us. They were really peddling this free wand thing. I didn't quite understand that, but whatever. So we went on Minion Blast. There's Scarlet Overkill. She's kinda hot, sort of. There's Megatron. So he didn't say anything. He just he stood there. I think he was like, he was doing more with his body than he was with his voice. Cause like, I know for a fact they don't have voice mods here, cause the friend I was with that night works there, so he knows how they work. So he was like, yeah, the one in Hollywood has a voice mod, and the ones in Orlando have, I believe they have like a thing in their palm that allows them to play determined voice lines. Because, like, he did say when I was walking away, he said, like, pathetic humans, looking at you disgusts me, or something like that. But it's like a really generic Megatron line. I was a little disappointed that I didn't get to meet SAS Master Megatron, but it's okay. I got to see a Megatron in general. I did not go in Minions Cafe. I meant to, but I just forgot because there's just so much to do. Like, it's so easy to just forget. To think about, oh yeah, I'm gonna go over here, and then forget because there's something cool over there too. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go over there, and then you forget completely about the other thing. Because I meant to go over and try the gummy bear tomato soup. I know it's horrible, but I had to know. That being said, it's probably extremely easy to make at home. Just a package of Haribo gummy bears and tomato soup and some green food dye. Only picture minions. Anyway, let's get into the Freddy's stuff. There's Freddy. A lot of people said interesting place for a microphone, but it isn't really in his dick area. It's not really. The picture makes it seem so, but it's more like... It's honestly easier to tell that it is not there in person. Than me with it. And then here is the inside of the restaurant. It was not very crowded at the start of the night. Oh, I wish I could tell you more about the gummy bear soup. I didn't have it though. So they had the... There might be a better picture of the menu. Yeah, this is a little better. So they had the why not have both pizza and pasta. Which was... It was spaghetti pizza. And everyone's in the Fazbear's uniform. Oh, I forgot to boop his nose, I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope historians find the Freddy statue in 50 years and think Freddy was like a god or something. Because, I mean, he is. I never found the actual tribute store. I kept hearing that it was like a different store, and I was like, fuck, where is it then? And I could never locate it, so I just went to the general gift shop, and then also the All Hallows Eve store, and then I did not manage to find the actual tribute store. So over here, they've also got the Mike Eggs Benedict. I didn't get that. I thought about getting it day 2, but I wasn't hungry enough, and it looked like a very normal Eggs Benedict. Because that's them right there. A big glowing sign. I mean, maybe I was in it, and I didn't know. Mutation 20s? Oh, I don't think I went down there. Oops. That's okay, I still got a bunch of merch anyway. So the Eggs Benedicts were in there, and it looked like they had been, like, really pre-made and pre-wrapped, and I thought, I don't know if I need that, because it's probably the same as a normal Eggs Benedict. But I also had the... It's difficult to read, but... Chica's Sour Lemon Tang, which is like a sour lemony citrus drink with a little gummy in it. And then the Foxy Strawberry Soda. I ordered the ingredients for this Chica's Sour Lemon Tang. I have everything coming to me except for the club soda part of it and the gummy. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to make it, because I really liked it. I mean, it wasn't like a showstopper of a drink, but I liked it. I didn't like strawberry soda as much. There's all the cupcakes. I think I got a better picture of them on day 2, but here's the one that I got. A dorky little thing. The teeth are white chocolate. The eyes are white chocolate. And the candle is white chocolate. Otherwise, it is a heap of pink icing. Just a mound of it. It's impossible to get through it all. Also, yeah, I know Freddy's on the Fanta. I've been trying to find him. I think he's at Walmart. I just haven't had the chance to get out there and go get some, but I need to do it sometime soon because I want to keep, like, one of the cans. And then the rest of it is chocolate icing. I mean, chocolate cake. There's a little bit of vanilla inside of the chocolate. Then that's the spaghetti pizza, which actually was not that bad. It was basically just like having regular pizza with less cheese, but like more Parmesan. It is, I mean, honestly, it was just pretty standard pink icing. It didn't really taste like anything in particular. Oh, but there was like strawberry jam inside of it. If I get, there's my lemon tang. There's like a glob of strawberry jam inside. So that was something. I didn't really like it. I'm just not really big into strawberry flavor. I only really like strawberries as they are. There's me in the worst pose ever. I really wished I had posed differently because I look stupid, but unfortunately I didn't with the cutout. There's Foxy, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica looking down at the people taking pictures. Raspberry? Raspberry or strawberry? Either one. Today I was actually hanging out with one of my editors and he dressed up like Catnap. So that is Seth over to the right. And there's Diagon Alley at night. They pump green fog into it. And then the Death Eaters came out. That's them coming out. I'm proud of them. And they're chatting it up with some person. I'm not a crowds person, so I wasn't really interested in like getting deep into the crowd to go see the Death Eaters. There's another haunted house. This was like a little mini movie projected onto this screen. And some more nighttime pictures. The crooked cat lady of Crooked Lane or something like that. She makes a soup that turns children into cats when they drink it, and then they're like fucked up looking cats and they go and they hunt you. And I didn't really get any pictures of them because it was so dark, but there's like a bunch of random cat guys wandering around with like torn clothes on. Some of them are like half transformed and some of them are full cat people. And they wander around and try to scare you. One of them was actually standing behind me while I was taking this picture, and I didn't notice until I was done taking the picture and turned around. It was there. And it did a little claw at me, and honestly, my reaction to it was literally just, oh, hello. There's both of us with Freddy. So I was gonna draw our characters over us, but I honestly didn't get around to it, so I just blurred his face just in case he didn't want me just showing his face. That's my ticket. You can't use that. It's not valid anymore. That's all my merch that I got. Heh. I got the bomber jacket. And that Freddy over the monitor shirt and the lanyard with the little card holder thing on the bottom. And a keychain. I put the keychain on the lanyard. And I got the mystery box of 2 pins, and then later I got another one where I got Freddy and Chica out of it instead, so I bought Foxy off eBay. I didn't get sick from the cupcake. A little bit. I had a bit of a headache from it. And that's my sick poster. It's up on my wall, but I did not actually, I just hung it up by like the top part where it would have been hanging in the store because it smells horrible. I took it out of the package and I'm like, oh my god. So I just put it right back in and hung it in the packaging. Actually nasty the way that thing smells. Well, that's a little foxy hook I got in my drink. I think I forgot to get it in the first photo. Spaghetti pizza. Okay, it's a reference to the end of the FNAF movie, I believe, where like they're in the car and someone's like, well, what should we have for dinner? Spaghetti or pizza? Or pasta? Is there like pasta or pizza? And he's like, well, why not have both? So it's a reference to that, I think. Because I didn't actually get it at first either. Now we have Epic Universe where we went the next day. Get everybody, we got Mario. He's so out of place. It's just like, mystical Mario. Epic is just genuinely so pretty though, like, this is insane. The colors are as bright as a fucking Windows wallpaper. At the very crest of the hill, you can see the back of the Mushroom Kingdom. I didn't go there right away though. I think this is a hotel you can probably stay at. Probably ridiculously expensive, but you can do that. The Cool Zone. Which I don't think that's the Cool Zone. I think the Cool Zone is other place. And then you go to the Isle of Berk from How to Train Your Dragon. So, I love that they got fire going in there despite how hot it is. Thanks, guys. Take this epic photo. That's a cool world. I'm not super attached to How to Train Your Dragon, and I thought it was pretty good. Not too big into Vikings either. A nice place. This guy would shoot cold air out sometimes, and there were like a bunch of people just like waiting for him to do it. There's a restaurant of some kind. This guy would move around and like just kind of do dragon things. There's a lot of moving objects, like this would also move, this tail would move. I ran through this multiple times. This just fountain thing, because it was really hot. So it was really convenient to go and get less hot by running through this fountain. Somebody else with the same idea. And then that honestly looks like you could swim in it, but you can't. At least I don't believe you can. Then the dark universe. Where it's like evil monsters and shit. It's alive, it's alive. The gimmick is kind of like you go through a portal for each one. And then you end up in the world. Or it's spooky or something else. That guy looks a little like Jeff Goldblum. Oh my god, it's Jeff Goldblum. But yeah, kind of medieval-y, dark styled stuff over here. We've got Das Steakhouse. We did actually end up eating there later. And there's some cool fountain thing. Now we're in Monsters Unchained, which is actually a really awesome ride. It's a dark ride where you kind of like, you're in one of the flying chairs. Definitely, you gotta go on that one, if you can. And then we're inside at Das Steakhouse, which is a very dark restaurant. And then there's the burger I got, which is the Das Burger. Or even though I'm not big into spicy stuff, I had to get it because it said it was black, and it was indeed black, so. I call it the evil burger. And then we've also got the cornbread skull that my dad got. More pictures of evil burger. Now I'm getting a Nintendo World. Now I'm by myself at this point because my parents were not at all interested in this, so I split off while they went to the Ministry of Magic and went and just took a bunch of pictures. No, JoJo, unfortunately I did not get to ride the DK ride. It was, unfortunately, Minecart Madness was broken for the majority of the day. And by the time it opened, it was raining, so it was weather delayed after that. And then I think it finally opened again about 3:30 to 4 p.m. Whoops, there I go. And I had an hour before I needed to leave to go to Horror Nights to meet up with someone else, so I did not have enough time to wait that line. Nintendo's not gonna come after me for showing pictures of the park I went to. Oh yeah, the coins on the Mario fountain were spinning. That was cool. I went in the gift shop, bunch of Donkey Kong stuff, and, you know, everyone else. I only bought a plushie of Donkey Kong because I love Donkey Kong. It looked like a castle in there. Koopa, Paratroopa, Bowser Jr., all of them. Cool stained glass kind of thing on the tile. Then I realized it was kind of raining, so I was like, oh, I should get into the world before it might start thunderstorming, and this is bad. And here we go! Honestly, this is really cool. I think it was the best portal in the park. 'Cause it really feels like you're actually going into a portal this time. Rather than the others where you can kind of see the other end. It has an escalator in there, so you can't see the park through the portal. So you go in the pipe escalator sort of thing. And then you walk out into, like, Mario 64 Castle. And the paintings actually do a little shimmering effect. So there's another Mario 64 painting. And then that is related to the power band that you can buy for 40 bucks in the gift shop. Yes, I bought one. Because it lets you play on the app and, like, interact with various things through the world. So I'm not sure if you can see anyone with one in the pictures. But basically you can get it themed after a character, and it's like an NFC thing where you'll tap it onto different things. And if you get 3 keys, then you do 3 key challenges, and then you get to go into an exclusive attraction where you get to fight Bowser Jr. to get the golden mushroom back. My power band was themed off Donkey Kong. Well, there's just so much stuff in here. My parents found it to be extremely overstimulating and did not like this world at all. I liked it though, I liked it a lot. So like you can tell, you can see the boss key. I don't see anyone with a power band, but there's a boss key challenge. I actually don't know what this one was. I did not do this one. Oh wait, I think I know what this one is. I think this is one where you have to run around this gated area and try not to wake up the piranha plant by making sure to shut up all the alarm clocks that are positioned around it. Honestly, I think I would have been freaked out by that one, because the animatronic is like literally so close to you. This is one that I did, where you'd have to go over here and time it right so that this shell going back and forth between that pipe would come out the middle and hit the POW block and defeat the Koopa Troopa. Thanks for the subscription, event. But what was tricky about this was that when you hit the POW block, which is this one specifically, you hit this one with your fist, then the one next to it would light up, and then the one next to it would light up. So the timing was tricky, because you had to kind of like hit it early. Thankfully I did it first try, because I would have been a little embarrassed losing at it in front of a bunch of kids. This was actually broken. This one, I believe... See, they got a little sign up, it's not working today. But for this challenge, I saw it, I think, in the Japan videos. There's a Goomba in there, and you have to keep cranking the wheel to prevent the Goomba from making it over the hill. You have to knock it off the hill. And you do that for long enough, he falls backwards and you get the key, but it wasn't working, so. So that was like you would hit your hand at the bottom of this block to get it to give you coins in the app, and then there were different teams depending on what character you picked for your power band. So, like, Team Donkey Kong was the one that I was on. And she's, I believe, on Team Toad. Sometimes I check up on my team just for fun. They were first place yesterday, so yeah, go Team Donkey Kong. Couple of roulette blocks. You hit them, try to get them all in the same order. You get coins depending on how many you get. A little bonus thing where you can hit a block and a star comes out on the screen behind it. This, I wandered in here thinking it was something like hidden. And I mean it was, but like I didn't expect it to be a challenge. It's actually a boss key challenge. I did not know that it was when I wandered in there. They got like light up bob-ombs. That is a bad picture of one of them actively exploding. So you'd wait in this line, and then you'd eventually get to the front, where there'd be a screen. And you'd have to touch the key, it would explode. You'd have to run over to the sides of the exhibit to grab the pieces of key out of screens on the wall, and then put them back together on the screen in the center before that bomb went off. And you'd have to do that twice, and then you get a key. So his, like, he's got a little fuse up there that you can see it's ticking down. Here's me messing with a power band thingy. Thanks for the follow, Caillou, Jinx. So there's him actually like lighting up to threaten you. You can kind of see the screen. This one, I was worried it would stress me out because I was a little concerned about my speed and ability to put it together and the fact that everyone's watching you. Oh, is it time to go, sweetie? Okay, hold on. I gotta let Coco out. Come on. Oh, you just pulled so much hair out of yourself. How do you get that? Yeah. Okay. Hold on a minute. Alright, let's get you the door open. Oh, yeah, that shut it. Oh, that's so good. Hold on. Here. Come on. Hello, sweetie. Well, do you not have to go to the bathroom? You just want to go somewhere else? Okay. Well, don't crying to me when... Don't pee in my shelf, please. I'll let you stay where you are for now. Yeah, I assume you know what you're doing. So is Bubsy 40 out? I'm seeing your message. Coco got up and then she turned around and went to sleep in a different area of the room. And I really don't feel like dragging her out of the shelf right now, so I'm hoping she doesn't pee in there. Here's me going into the Bowser Jr. area, the exclusive attraction to fight Bowser Jr. Actually what happened was really weird. I only did the challenge with the Koopa Trooper and the challenge with the Bob-omb. And I somehow got 3 keys. I don't know how I got 3 keys. I just like checked the app while I was in the line for Bob-omb and I had 2 keys. And I was like, why do I have 2? I didn't do 2 challenges. But I think something bugged out when I was scanning on the Koopa one, and it just gave me 2 at once. And it took a minute to load. Me with Bowser Jr. They got a bunch of little pictures with him in there too. There's not a Bowser Jr. animatronic, unfortunately. But they sure do have a lot of his stuff. An even baby Bowser. Winning something, I think it's Mario Kart. He's so cute. I did attempt to record the attraction, but it was really bad because I just shoved the phone in my shirt pocket. They basically just put you in a room to start, and they give you a tutorial on what to do with like these little cute hand-drawn pictures.
You've done well to make it this far. Ahead is your final showdown with Bowser Jr. When Bob-ombs are tossed at you, use your arms to swat them away. This, swing your arms to throw fireballs.
So, and after this, they shove you into a room that's like kind of like a semicircle shape. You stand on your number, and then you fight Bowser Jr. And this is not gonna be a good recording of it. So I'm probably just gonna find a version of it on YouTube instead. But yeah, you basically like use your shadow to hit the projectiles away and collect power-ups. I'll find a video of it properly. That's just a cropped video of the same thing. There's Mario Kart. It is incredibly cool looking in the rain. Mysterious Bowser Evil Castle in the rain. 90 minutes, love to see it. Very fun ride. I had an express pass for everything, so I was able to go through these relatively quickly, thankfully. The queue for this ride was really cool though. Okay, now you want to leave? Okay, I didn't think you wanted to leave. You want to leave, okay. Hey, come on, sweetie. No, don't eat that. Come on. Come on, Coco. Come over here. Come on. Coco, you need to do something, don't you? Come on. You know the burger? This will be alright. Come on. No, not you. Get out of here. Get. No. Get. Come on. Stop chewing plastic. Come on. Oatmeal. Come on, she doesn't need it anymore. Come on, Coco, it's okay. It's okay. Come on. Let's go. Come on. No, sweetie, you just went over there. And you're not allowed in here. No. You're gonna fight when I go. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Both of you. Oh my god. Coco. You better not, like, pee in here because you just don't understand how to leave. Go away. Man, a real cat convention in here. More better pictures of Mario Kart Q. I got all the power-ups. Didn't realize the picture was kind of blurry, that sucks. Well, this is the Mario Kart run. You just go through Bowser's castle to get to it. Whoops. A big ol' statuette of Bowser. A little mobile up here. Bit of Mario Galaxy rep. Blooper ink and its uses. There were a lot of references in here. Cranky Kong's torture nexus. I wasn't able to ride that. I thought people thought that one was good. Is Cranky Kong actually in there? Gwahaha, evil laughter made easy. Got a little bit got some placards. I believe it's trying to tell you who you should shoot and who you shouldn't shoot, but for my mom and dad who rode the ride later, they still didn't really understand. Because they don't know who these guys are, they don't know what these symbols mean. More pictures of this. Crush Team Mario. Got floor is lava, card is lava, everything is lava. And then we've got the Bowser, King of the Koopas. And then all the Koopalings over here. Oh yeah, a reference to Bowser's Inside Story. Surviving Rainbow Road. Various track references, Captain Toad. Or a few screens up here that were just like playing looping animations. Of course, my boy Wario finally makes an appearance. And of course, picture of Peach. Piranha plant care and feeding. Mirror mode. I still don't know what that is. There's like a furnace where he's manufacturing them though. You can see them being put together on the screens on the side. Little posts. Get back to work, Bowser is watching. Also, I'm sorry, there are absolutely, as far as I can see, no references to Waluigi. Which is very sad. Got a little more of this. What does that say? More of those being put together. I think Nintendo does hate Waluigi at this point. And they make you put this hat on. It's kind of cool actually the way the ride works. This is just like going into the tutorial area. Where then they tell you how to play. And they got a bunch of like replica stuff over here to the side. Except for some reason Peach's race suit is tailored to fit someone like Mario instead. Don't know why it's shaped that way. And then Toad. So the way it works is like when you get in there, there's a visor in the cart and you kind of slot that visor in so it goes over your eyes where your hat is. And the characters themselves are actually just projected onto that visor over the screens in the ride. Honestly, it's difficult to really know what it looks like and feels like unless you're in the ride itself. I feel like this makes it fairly more obvious as to who you're supposed to shoot, but you know. Oh, they should have made visors like that. That would have been cool. This is the very end of the queue. I forgot to scan my power band in the freaking Mario Kart. I missed out on it. Just thinking about other stuff. A very blurry picture of... I think that's the end of the ride. They're showing the scores over here. You can barely see it though. I got the highest score in my cart though. 111. I think you all have to get 100 coins for Team Mario to win. Otherwise Team Bowser wins. Unfortunate, but I put in my work, so Team Mario won on my side. That's just another picture of the world, better picture of Peach's castle. Fun stuff. Then I went to the Toadstool Cafe. And I wasn't super hungry, but I needed to go and check it out, so I was gonna get something really small. More piranha plants. That was inside, where there's like a little toad who's like talking about he's gonna cook you something. And then you just kind of wait in a line for a really long time and order your stuff on the app, and then wait till you eventually finally get a table so you can tell them to actually make your order. Honestly, there was a point where I was debating turning around and leaving because of how long it was taking, but since I'd kind of already paid for my order, I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna stay here and just deal with it. You can also order at the kiosk, but it's like, why wouldn't you order on the app? It just takes a lot less time. And there's inside. Looks very homely. Tons of people in here. They sat me around in the back. It was like a single person at a table that could fit 4 people. And that's what I got. I got the little beanpole cake. It looks like the end of the level thing. And the little star made of white chocolate. That flagpole is plastic, so I did keep it. It's over in the corner of my room. And then I caught Mario and Luigi out. As if they're some kind of cryptid. I like how their eyes can actually close so they look happy. I thought I saw their mouths moving, but I'm not sure they can. Sometimes it honestly looks like they are moving, but I cannot tell. And now I'm going on Yoshi's, where Toadette is saying something about something. I'm guessing if you had the power band, you can scan that. I kept forgetting to scan it on various things because I just was like missing the cues. This is like, it's basically Yoshi's Island the ride, which is really interesting. It's a super kiddie ride, but... Oh, you ordered the kiosk to like deal with allergy stuff? I see. Eggs and trees and stuff. I never played Yoshi's Island. It's really cute though. They were playing that first level theme where he's like... Going up the stairs. Toadette explains you have to get 3 eggs. For some reason it didn't work in the ride. Like, it was just like not working for me for whatever reason. I was desperately trying to press those eggs and it was not working. But hey, I tried. I gave it my best effort. It does give you some really nice views of the park either way. But it's just like a slow crawling ride where you sit in a Yoshi. You know, I got the green Yoshi, so classic, huh? It's just that. Just kind of crawling along. There's a bird thing. There's an egg. Like, generally you're supposed to like press a panel inside the Yoshi cart to correspond to the color of the egg when you see it, but I was pressing it and the cart was like making noise, like kind of prompting me like, oh, there's an egg here, you should press the thing, and I would press it and it just wouldn't do anything. So I don't really understand how it was supposed to work, but oh well. Then you go in a tunnel, a little bit of Mario Galaxy rep, I assume. And then you get into a scene from, I think, Yoshi's Island. There's Kamek and some Shy Guys and little nighttime scene. And that thing. Oh, am I a fan of body horror or Junji Ito? I don't really interact with it that much. I don't... like, maybe. Probably not particularly. Honestly, it depends, I think. Like, I'm not super knowledgeable on Mario, so I felt like some of these things were deep cuts, but I didn't know for sure if they were. There's, this going on. They're doing something over there. This little freak in a hole. And then inflation. Someone please explain to me what's going on with that. And Captain Toad, I think that's his name. I think that's Captain Toad. That was actually an animatronic, that wasn't just a figure. Well, I mean, I guess it is a figure, but you know. And we're getting off. Now we go into Donkey Kong! I don't actually think Mario and Luigi were really talking all that much. If they had new voice lines, though, it would have been their new VAs because the park's only been there for 2 months, so. Donkey Kong Country! It was really muggy and humid in there. I hated it. But also really cool. We had funkies flying by. Also one of the only places, I think actually the only place in the park that you could get Diddy Kong plushies. He was like not in any of the Nintendo stores for some reason, except for this one. You could also go around and find the letters of K-O-N-G with your power band and scan on the thing next to them. And it would make a fun noise if you got them all and give you a bunch of points in the app. And also Donkey Kong was there and he left immediately when I got there. So I didn't get a picture with him. More fun Donkey Kong aesthetic stuff. A little bit of Minecart Madness's track. There's the queue. It's these single risers is literally at capacity. The wait time is nuts for this. The whole waterfall thing outside minecart madness. It's not happening, Oatmeal. And it's funny you mention Pikmin, because yes, I did see them. These are the only ones I saw, though. I didn't know there were more. There's some people on the ride. Gee. And they said for some reason, they said this interactive experience is not operating, but it was operating just fine, so I don't know what was up with that. Maybe the barrel's supposed to do something when you hit the drums. The drums were working, but I guess that wasn't, maybe? I don't know. And then I left because it was horribly hot and there was nothing else to do, so. And then I went to the bathroom. I didn't use it, I actually just wanted to get pictures of it. That's not sarcasm, I did want to know what it looked like because they're all themed. And then I left. Means me going back to Universal for Horror Nights that night. An accidental recording, that's not intentional. I guess it's time for my dog shit recording of the FNAF haunted house. You can see the artistry of my recording. It's so obvious what's going on. Yeah, it was kind of difficult to get any better of a recording without it being too obvious that I was recording. Because they have people stationed throughout the haunted houses to catch you if you're recording. So they've got like Freddy's feet, Chica's feet, Bonnie's feet. That's about all that you get. It's all blurry. Oh my god, you can hear it's screaming. I gotta go back to that. That's my friend screaming when the Chica comes out. Very easily startled guy. I think he started startling me too, by proxy. Everything in that maze was getting him. Yep, that's a dog shit recording of the FNAF house. And then I have like a long recording of like the aftermath because I wanted to get far enough away from the staff before I actually pulled out my phone to stop the recording. There's a better picture of the cupcakes. They are looking noticeably more fucked up today. Honestly, you could have seen me that night. But you could have seen me. But you didn't. You missed me. Haha. I got the Foxy drink the next night. It wasn't that good. For some reason on Friday they took the Chica drink off the menu. I didn't really understand why they did that. Honestly, maybe they just ran out of ingredients for it. Then I got some cooler pictures of like the general horror atmosphere of the park when it was actually nighttime. There's the moon up over the makeup show building. And then Mel's die-in. Because why not? General picture of one of the horror walking things. Chica bit a guy in the house last night and they needed to keep it on the down low. Damn, Chica. Supposed to be fake. They were having a good time on their stages. I really like the framing of this one. I just wish it wasn't blurry, but unfortunately the scare actors really like to move a lot when you try to take pictures of them, so I didn't get a very good picture of these guys. Because she immediately started freaking flailing around when I tried to take a picture, so... Not any shame on her, just like, well... That's what you get. Why do they do all the horror festivities in September? Probably so that there's like more time to do it. Because like that way people can organize their vacations efficiently. Like what if their month of October is busy or something? Like there's like a lot of dates that they can do it. Because I think it goes all the way in November or something. Because like even in my old job, we started our Christmas event in November. It was like just more opportunities for people to come when it's probably not as busy either, because like it's gonna get really busy in October. There's this guy. He was chilling. Looks pretty cool. I'd like to get paid to wander around a park dressed like that. Thanks for the follow, Gary Alba. And then more pictures of the crow, and then Art the Clown came by. And was hanging out in the gift shop. I think since they switched the performers every 45 minutes for the houses, I think honestly there's just like a group of Art the Clowns that just go wandering around in the park. Because there's like probably 10 people that are all dressed like Art the Clown, and like 5 of them have nothing to do it like for 45 minutes every so often. So they just kind of go around and hang out. He's got a little picture book there. I think that... I don't know if that's like her wallet or something. You put these glasses on too. Are these from the movie? He had his little posse of staff members behind him. And some nice cinematic pictures of the entrance. And then there's me leaving. I left my friend pretty early that night because I knew it was going to take me a hot minute to get back to the car. Because to walk out of the park, it takes so long. You gotta go all the way through here, and then you gotta go all the way through City Walk, and then you gotta walk even farther all the way through like the security gates, which are really long. So long they have moving walkways, and they were broken, so that was really nice. So yeah, God, it was a really long walk. And I was like in so much pain, which I didn't know at the time was because of my medication making me bruise a lot easier from the rides. And also just the fact that like I was sick and didn't know it because the symptoms definitely started showing up on Friday and I wasn't aware because I thought they were allergies. But no, I was sick. So that probably didn't help either. Yeah, I took some pictures as I was heading out. Really pretty place. There's my ticket again. And that is it for the pictures that I have. Well, like there was one set working, and then there was one set that wasn't. So we didn't end up ever really spending that long on a picture to be able to draw, did we? Huh, that's okay. What if we draw now? Why not, right? We could just talk about things. I really want to go back to Epic just like on its own some time of the year when it's cooler. I know it's never that cool in Florida, but it's just like probably February or something. Not like next year, but like the year after in February or something. During a really awkward point of the year where no one would be going, but it would be really cool. And then just like do Epic only. So that I'd be able to experience it without the blistering heat and also experience it without being in so much pain. I definitely know I need to go back sometime in the next few years because I have no idea how things are gonna go with me. And I just want to make sure I get a good visit in outside of this one. Not like this one was bad, but one where like I go with a friend, I go with my girlfriend or my sister or something like that. I'd have dreamed that you were in a Walmart telling the employees things like, there's a Givanium guard in the ball jail. I don't think I would do that unless I wanted to be kicked out of the Walmart. Now, they've said they're gonna probably extend Nintendo World. Now, what do you think they're gonna add? Do you think Pikmin, perhaps? Or do you think Zelda is the more likely candidate? Because those two properties are in the park already. With, like, stained glass depictions and stuff. And then the little guys that are hidden all over the park. You're freaking out about it like there were actually mascot horror characters hiding in the shelves. If there was a Givanium guard anywhere, why would they be at Walmart? Like such a lame place to hide out in the real world. Maybe I was just going insane because of the new 10,000 watt lights or whatever they're putting in there. I heard Walmart's installing like the make you go crazy lights. Which sounds like a fun time. The one reason I think I would doubt Animal Crossing making it in is that I don't think it has a lot of capacity for rides. Like, what would you do there? Because you go to a theme park for rides, and I just don't really have any ideas for rides based on Animal Crossing. Now, for shopping, oh, it would have plenty. Like Abel, the Zabel sisters, the Brewster? I don't know. I don't remember the names of a lot of them. But, like, there's so many different shops they could have. But in terms of rides, there's just not a lot. It was like really kiddie rides, like a plane ride with Tom Nook or something. Splatoon, however, I think has a lot of potential for really fun rides. Like, definitely a shooter ride, like Fire Drill in the Isle of Berg. Except they maybe, like, give you your own gun like they do for Minion Blast. Oh yeah, I had to talk to you about some bullshit that happened to me on Minion Blast. Like, this dude... So, it didn't really prevent me from playing the attraction, but basically it tells you at the start, like, don't move off your circle or your blaster will be disabled. So I was like, okay, I won't. And then this guy just, like, halfway through the ride, just walks up and stands in front of me. And I'm like, what the hell, man? You just, like, left your position and just, like, came over here to make it harder for me to play. And he didn't move throughout most of the ride, and I was debating shoving my blaster into his spine, but I was like, whatever, it's fucking Minion Blast, who cares? And afterwards, I don't even know if his blaster got disabled or if he just didn't care that it did. But he like, eventually, at the end of the ride, just like left to go stand closer to what I assume was his family. And I was like, okay, if you got separated from your family, just put up with it. Instead of ruining someone else's experience on the ride. Because, like, thankfully I could just turn around and shoot the screen behind me. But there's some scenes, like the one with, I think, Scarlet Overkill, where the action is taking place on both screens. So for that one, I had to kind of, like, awkwardly lean around him to get to her. And it was annoying. What would I add if Glamrock Dusky theme park was a thing? Oh gosh. Probably a lot of launch coasters without that many drops so that I could ride them. And then, like, plushies and maybe ears, I guess. And I mean, posters. Figures are fun. I don't know, that's all merch though. What about rides? There'd have to be a dark ride. That just seems like such a focused theme park that it's difficult to come up with more than just like the amount of rides that would be in a land as opposed to an entire park. If I had a land at Universal for some godforsaken reason, I guess I'd have a launch coaster ride and a dark ride. I think my first response if Universal approached me about a theme park based on my character would be, why? Mostly confusion as opposed to anything else. I don't know about what rides they would have at the Zelda theme park. I've got no ideas for that. Like the Zelda land. Then again, I don't really know a lot about Zelda. I mean, I figure there's something they could do. I'm so out of the loop with Zelda, though. Although, they had, like, wing glider things in Breath of the Wild. Do you think they would put those in, maybe? I should pick a Pilot Wings land. That'd be so random, but it has a lot of potential for really cool rides. I would go to that immediately. Oh my god, Link's crossbow training? Now make a ride where you have to kill Tingle. It's you get a crossbow and you get in and you have to kill him. The cat's still... Oh, no, she's still there. I gotta kick her out of here after the stream. I want her with me for as much time as possible, but I also feel like she's just forgotten that she needs to go to the bathroom. And I don't really want her just sitting in here and starving because she forgot that she needs to eat, so... I'm gonna kick her out after. Pick her up and place her in the laundry room, which I feel like I'm probably gonna have to do a lot this month. I don't know. A mix of me feels like it's too early to be euthanizing her, but at the same time, when is right? You never know when is right for something like that. Cause like, yeah, I mean, she's still, her personality's intact, but she was running into walls earlier. And she forgets everything within 5 seconds and like just isn't eating because she forgets that she needs to eat and just sits back down to go to sleep. Where it's like, if I pick her up too suddenly, she'll just pee on me because she's scared, and her nails are too thick to be cut anymore because she doesn't use the scratching post, so they're not shedding, so they're just gonna grow out and curl into her paw pads, and she's tearing out her hair at every opportunity because she itches so bad. Just kind of thinking out loud where it's like, I just can't help but feel like it's premature. But it's just difficult all around to decide on something like that. She's had a good life. A good, long life. She's 17. Very nearly made it to 18. I mean, it's in April. She would have turned 18 in April. Very old kitty. Living out of spite. I cannot help but wonder how long she would have made it if we just let her keep going. But in my head, I know she's probably miserable, or she would be miserable. I don't know if she's miserable quite yet, but she could be. I don't know. It's hard to tell with cats. They don't exactly let you know. I have kind of a headache, honestly. I don't know for how much longer I'm gonna go. I know it hasn't been that long of a stream, but I'm just like so drained this week. Like, I feel like physically and emotionally, I'm just like so fucking tired. But I've just been like hanging out and seeing what happens. Hopefully I'll have a little more energy on, I guess, the 12th. I don't know. So, okay. This game I worked on is coming out on the 12th. And it's called Chrono Gear Warden of Time. It's a HoloLive fan game. And I'm not sure whether or not to play it on release day. Because, like, I could, but I also know that so many other people are gonna be playing it on release day, and I'm just, like, not sure. Then again, you guys probably aren't super big fans of HoloLive, so I wouldn't exactly be competing with you wanting to run off and go watch Crony play it or something, like. I don't plan on finishing the game on my stream. I plan on just getting up to show off what I worked on. I think the game itself takes like 3 hours, but I'm also just kind of bad at it, so I'd probably take a little longer. And get tired of it very quickly, because I do get tired of platformers kind of quickly. But I guess, what do you think? Like, should I play that release day, or should I like wait a day or something? It's also coming out on the day of Freedom Planet 2's 30th anniversary, which I was thinking of doing a anniversary stream thing for, where I just like commentate on the things I worked on in that game while I play it. I may do that. I think it depends. I think honestly over the next few days, I think I'll play it on the 12th when it comes out. I'll play Chrono Gear, and then I'll play the Freedom Planet on the 14th, I think. That depends. Is something happening that day? No, that's a Sunday, okay. And then on the 16th, I will play something else that is going to possibly come out that day? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I've been completely unsure on how exactly that release is going to go. Hence me not saying what it is, because I have no idea the status of it. I think my music just ended. Damn. Sad. I like to do more dedicated art streams. I just kind of tend to run out of things to talk about. What do we talk about? Thank you for the follow, Gamer Dylan. I had a nightmare where the IDW comic released early and Dr. Starling appeared as a side villain. Oh, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Don't bring him back. God, don't bring him back. He's so annoying. All he is like a huge simp for Dr. Eggman. Would you feel the same, Lord Vliren, I think? Okay, good night. Or have fun with your friends, I think. And I'll work out my emotions. Surge confirmed for outcome? Interesting. It's not gonna get me to play it again. That was a very weird laugh that I just produced. Ugh. I hope I'm feeling better by Friday, because this whole body aching, tight, like dry throat and stuff thing is just really annoying. Ah. My neck hurts too. God. Stretch my legs. Do I like frogs? I love frogs. They're like my favorite reptile. Are they reptiles? They're not reptiles. Kinda. Not really. I think they're very cute. I'd like to own a pet frog, but unfortunately, since you have to feed them bugs, and I'm terrified of bugs, probably not happening. Now draw them getting an education. No. That'll be an extra $50. Now, admittedly, I'm also a little bit scared of frogs. I mean crabs, not frogs. Duh. Thank you for the follow. Oh man, I can't read that. That's a bird cage in there. Gem the birdcage VTuber. And of course, lovely, you turned on the freaking Rhythm Thief music. I'm down for that. Okay, it would literally never happen, but if they made like a Sega Land world, whatever, and they made a Rhythm Thief land, I think I would piss myself walking in. Oh my god. I would be so happy. Would never want to leave. God, bonus points if they've got like a ride where you have to like do the statue poses to avoid getting seen. That'd be so cool. What breed is oatmeal? Half Maine Coon, half domestic, I believe. FNAF is at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, which I was going over my pictures of. They made a haunted house for it. So now that I think of it, or like, honestly, now that we have oatmeal, I was looking at Francis and I was like, I don't know if you actually are a half-breed Maine Coon or not. Part of me is still convinced because of how freaking heavy and big he is, but outside of it, I don't know for sure. doesn't look like she's gonna get super hairy, but she might get a bit large. And she is such a sweetheart. Oh my god, she's such a sweet cat. Constantly rubbing against you and chirping and all that. It's like Bad Bad collabing for Nintendo. You never know. Perhaps the Nintendo World expansion is not actually Legend of Zelda. It's not Pikmin, it's not Animal Crossing, it's not Splatoon. It's Garden of Banban. So, look out for that 2026 Super Nintendo World Garden of Banban expansion. Explore Garden of Banban's Kindergarten of Banban. In this all-new immersive theme park experience. Get eaten by Jumbo Josh in person. Everything you could have ever wanted. Oh, I'd go. I'd go. For the irony, I would go. Do you think it would be crowded? Do you think no one would care? They should just like randomly make a really intense, awesome ride there that you have, so you have to go to Banban Land to ride it. Forced to go to the worst world in the park to ride the best ride. I am like... Or part of me is wondering if I should have streamed today. I just feel like really garbage. Just don't really... brain a bit foggy, kind of trying to think of things to say and not really coming up with anything. But... Garden of Banban remake. They should just like get somebody to remake all the games. Like they did for kind of like Bubsy, where they just release a Garden of Banban good edition, good collection. Or all of it's just Garden of Banban, but like good now. It's like the same baseline as the cowboy whatever theme. This is probably from them. I think, maybe. Otherwise acknowledge the shark game. Greg's Deadly Draft. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's do that. I think we need a ride for Greg's Deadly Draft for no reason. Just put it in the Ban world. Do I have a fever? I might. I don't know. Question would be, why is it not breaking then? Because I've had it for like 5 days. Greg's Deadly Giraffe. Oh yeah, you know what video game world we need? We need Wild Animal Racing. So we are all going to the Wild Animal Racing Park's grand opening. That game makes me sick. Like, just looking at it makes me sick. It's so garish. The animals are creepy. Nothing moves right. It just feels like it's a game that came from another dimension, but it shouldn't have. It's like a evil game that can hurt you. Really riveting commentary we've got tonight, fellas. People at a convention where they see someone with good hygiene. I don't know. I don't think... Well, there's a lot of people at conventions who don't shower, which is bad. But I feel like it's becoming less obvious at the conventions I go to. Maybe I'm wrong and it's just as bad as before because I've been masking and I can't smell it. And that's a big reason of masking, is so that you can't smell it. But the game I mentioned, Zach, is Wild Animal Racing. I think it's like $1 on Steam. It's not expensive. I don't even remember why I bought it. I think it was for a stream a really long time ago. Hey, Seth. I feel so bad right now. I'm just kind of sleepy. Ugh. Potato thriller? Oh yeah, we can put that one in too, yeah. So do we just need like a theme park full of bad games? In that case, can we make Don't Pee a ride? I think we should do that. Oh yeah, Seth. I don't know if I should have streamed today. I thought I was okay, but I have a headache now. And yet I stay live. Such is the life of streamer. Ooh, Bad Rats. Yeah, that's another good one. And by another good one, I mean another very, very bad one. It's not a game, but if we can figure out some way to sneak in Rat Boy Genius, that'd be good too. Would people actually go to a Bad Games theme park outside of like opening day out of morbid curiosity though? Because I just don't feel like they would. So that it wouldn't be profitable like at all. Shuts down. Then you have the abandoned Bad Rats ride. You know what? Actually, no, they should do that just so that we can urban explore that. I'd be very excited to explore the abandoned Bad Rats amusement park ride. They made you predict the future? Well, I don't know about that. Open it up, fail, and then charge for admission for urban exploration. So like an officially sanctioned abandoned amusement park where they did it on purpose? Why not just build it to be abandoned then? It'd be an interesting social experiment to purposefully abandon your theme park so that like just over the years it gets more and more interesting to look at. You can choose when you go to just see the stages of dilapidation. Seems like a very expensive thing to do though. I don't feel like a creepypasta themed park would do very well. Things age. Things age very quickly in the area of the internet too. It's like you could have one that's like based on a really good creepypasta now, but like, are parents gonna know what that is? Is anyone besides you gonna know what that is? Probably not that many people. Not enough people to keep the place open. Like, my mom's gonna know who frickin' Red is. She's not gonna know. She's not, she wouldn't like him, that's for sure. When I was younger, I used to be really scared because I thought he would be under my bed. And then I thought about it logically, and I thought that's physically impossible. He's a little big for that. Not sure that would be within the realm of possibility. It's like that one post where he's like, I can't go to the kitchen because Freddy Fazbear will be at the fridge. I guess the problem with a lot of creepypastas though also is that the IPs are not, that's not their, they don't own that. So they'd have a very limited selection of creepypasta characters they could actually use. And I mean, even then, they'd probably have to track down, like, the people who actually wrote the original creepypastas, and if they're not around, then it's like no dice. thought Freddy was at your fridge. But speaking his name would summon him. Nah, I just thought he might show up at the doorway as I got my lights on. What creepypasta do you think was so bad it's good? Oh, I don't know. I haven't read that many. Not really my thing. My freaking neck. I feel like if somebody did an abandoned by Disney short horror film, they'd get sued up the ass, like, instantly. Disney doesn't play. It's frustrating, but Disney would probably not like that. Now, in terms of bad creepypastas, I mean, obviously the first Sonic EXE was really bad, and I don't understand why it's gotten a resurgence these days. People were like, oh yeah, the ownership changed. I don't really care. Still bleeding Sonic. Not really much else going on. It's that one I've not really ever understood the popularity of, because to me it just seems... I don't know. Everybody's like, my Sonic XE OSC, and it's like still just a bleeding Sonic in some form. Oh, but the I Hate You one is really funny. The Mario one. That one I think is just funny. Favorite show? Oh man. I haven't really watched that many shows. But like way back when, I would watch a little bit of anime, that's kind of it. Otherwise... oh, I don't know. I can't really list anything that's not like a YouTube animation. I'd be like, oh, Digital Circus, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite. Honestly, I would tell you a favorite, and then I would not remember something else, and then I'd remember it later and be like, no, that was my favorite. One thing that always bothered me about Godzilla's creepypasta was, well, I guess the romance subplot was kind of lame. I didn't really like that part. I liked it a lot better when it's just focusing on, like, vague glitchiness. Or it's like, oh, actually, oh, okay, I guess he killed my girlfriend too. So there's like another reason to be mad at this guy, even though there's plenty of other reasons to be mad at this guy. Because Fred killed my grandma, okay? I wish someone would finish one of their Godzilla creepypasta fan games, because there's like been like 3 different playable versions of it, and none of them are done because the person involved just keeps canceling it. They'll like make some really cool part of it, they'll get really far in, and then they'll just be like, eh, and then they just stop making it. I get burnout, but it's just annoying to see it like constantly happening with this, especially since all the sprites are already made for you. Like, the game's there. You have the sprites, you've got the story, you've got exactly descriptions of what happens in the game. Basically, all you've got to do is... Well, not... I mean, it's obviously, you know, there's more than that, but... you've got to make the engine, and then... the stages. And then I believe someone's already made, like, a fan soundtrack for it, so, like, if they let you use that, you'd have that covered, too. There it is. Yes, Jitsi, there is a Godzilla creepypasta. You shouldn't read it, it's very good. In my humble opinion, anyway. Just kind of need to go grab a reference, I think. For colors. Whoops, I forgot it's still... it's still showing the photo. I need the green. It's like a very specific shade of green, I think. Well, I don't think he was ever that specific about it, but... the weird thing you sent me yesterday, I assumed you know what it was. But yeah. I guess you didn't know what it was, so I just sent you a horrifying video out of context. Alright. I need to show you all this. Because apparently Jitsi didn't know what it was. So... where is it? It's really stupid. Fucking... You thought it was funny, at least. Okay, good. I don't know if it's gonna be, like, really loud for you guys. Stupid. Stupid fucking video. I really like the one ASMR video where it's the lady and her little brother comes up and just fucking screams into the microphone. That was Godzilla ASMR. That's what that was. It was really soothing. Don't you agree? Go back to pretending I never showed you that. Proceeding everyone coming in is wondering what happened. Wasn't there, like, gonna be a Godzilla fighting game where they were gonna put red in it? And then they canceled that too? I thought the concept art for that was fucking awesome. He just keeps getting shafted. My boy just keeps getting put away. Like, come on. My boy have some time. He's never gonna get his moment. I wonder if I should play the like one of the recreations of the creepypasta on stream sometime. It'd be kind of fun. I'd probably ass at Godzilla though. Like, absolutely just the worst. So I might not even be able to get that far, but oh well. F-Robot Space Fox? Well, I mean, that's the first time anyone's ever guessed a species on the first try, so there you go. Have you seen the giant statue we built for you on the server? I have not, unfortunately, been on the server since I got back home, because I've been working on getting the next video ready for editing in preparation for another thing to come out, like, very soon, so that I can get started on the video for that. I definitely want to do more Minecraft streams soon. I've just, probably when I feel better. So I can actually, like, yap and efficiently fill the dead air with something. I don't feel like I'm doing a particularly good job today. Have you seen my message I am deleting before you can read it? I probably won't, because I don't think Restream will load it fast enough. You can't delete your own message? Huh. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Fox. Are you Jack Dawson? Because I'd like you to paint me like one of your French girls. I wish I knew who that was. Oh wait, is that the guy from the Titanic? Yeah. God, that shows how dumb I am when it comes to pop culture. I went on the day before the trip, and it was like a day or two before the trip, and I made the entrance to the back rooms near the Freddy statue. Because I wanted to. I think I'm gonna extend my back rooms and like hide stuff in there, like turn it into an actual maze and like hide prizes in there. So if anyone ventures into my Minecraft backrooms, they could earn like a diamond enchanted sword or something, whatever. What is good in Minecraft? I have no idea. I just go around and build things. Nah, we got Rouge music. That's awesome. Very pleased to hear. Had a random beer bottle in it for no reason, it's just there. Oh, you redeemed Orange and Finger? Okay, fine. There you go. I did one Sonic Adventure stream and then I never finished the game because I got stuck on that water level for Knuckles. Fuck that one. I don't know what that one's called. I forgot. My favorite Rouge level in SA2. Probably the only one I've played. Which is this one. Dry Lagoon or whatever. I don't like the hunting levels. I'm not good at them. If you were to ask me what my favorite soundtrack for a level is for Rouge, then I think it would either be Mad Space or like the security one. I was kind of knowing my ass would not get through the security one though, so I was like half relieved I never got to it because I knew it wouldn't go well, and I just embarrassed myself on stream. Aquatic Mines, huh? It's just a pity what they did to Rouge as the Sonic franchise continued. I miss our suave Rouge. She's just not what she used to be. Like, let a girl be feminine, damn. Just feels like they were like trying to get rid of any and all obvious femininity from her. But it's like in a ring. That could work. This sounds like monkey music. What is this? Thinking about the time I was watching good old Vine Sauce play the SNES Donkey Kong games and corrupt them, and at some point I believe the music just became entirely composed of monkey noises. Fond memories. Danimals type B. I miss the crazy corruptions you could get with older games. Nowadays, when things don't use sound chips specifically, it's difficult to make the music sound funny. I miss it. And yes, I remember the cursed ending. Like where he bashes Diddy over the head and leaves his body there. How do you even get that to happen? That's wild. The people who make those and like specifically kinda yank the game around to make it do specific things are just like so impressive to me. I don't understand how they do it. Cause I can work with a corruptor, but I don't know how to make it do like targeted things, like display a certain image or whatever. I think it's good. It's kind of like a ring of... There'd be some on this one too. I've used the Undertale corruptor before. That is pretty easy to use. The farthest I got with like the corruption launcher thingy was that I figured out how to like save and repeat corruptions. So like I have a few stockpiles that I made. Those were just achieved by me like mashing the manual blast button a bunch of times until something funny happened. So not exactly advanced. Maybe just a few of them have like the visible stuff in there. Honestly, I'm unfamiliar with the Squidward face corruption. Might you be able to explain? Thank you for the follow, Truth X. That's a cool name. I feel like I'm missing messages. So I'm not... It seems like I'm missing context for a few messages here. I think I need to take my temperature after the stream. I'm like weirdly getting better, but also feel like I have a fever and I don't understand it. It's like my body feels warm now. So, Truth Axe, you're going down the list of Deltarune weapons. First you have a sword, and then you have an axe. If you forget your password again, I'm not sure what weapon you need to use that time. I am going to probably call it after I finish shading these little bits of green. Because I think my throat is also starting to fight me. Okay, Jitsi, I'll remember that. Hold on, guys, I have to log into an account really quick. Yeah, I saw a really cool video the other day. I mean, I think I saw it before, but okay. Do we need to send things like that? Because why do I feel like that didn't happen? How do I freaking... Thank you. I cannot figure out this stupid... freaking... setting. I can't figure out how to delete things. Gotta love how it's still in Restream though, that's nice. I don't know, they're just having fun over there on twitch.tv. Like, weird things tend to happen when you have less viewers on Twitch than YouTube. They start getting wild over there. I like Finger too, Jitsi. He's cute. He's a good kitty. Oh, just a little more before I can find out whether or not I have a fever now. You're talking about naked mole rats? What do you have against naked mole rats, man? It's not happening, Oatmeal. Sometimes she still tries to get in, even though I put like 2 bricks in front of the door. Just a little Morb. It's Morbin time. They need a Morbius haunted house. Did they ever do that? They should do that. Give me life savings to go to the Morbius haunted house. What's my favorite food? Honestly, it depends on how I'm feeling a certain day. Sometimes it's like... I really like, I'll want something sugary, like toffee or something. Or an ice cream sandwich. Other times, not wanting anything sugary at all. Then it's like salty stuff. So, like... I like to put a lot of salt on white rice. God, this is making me sound so boring. Literally just be like toffee and white rice. No, I think my favorite, like, food ever is probably enchiladas. It changed off this casserole I really liked when I was younger. It was like a tomato and pasta casserole of some kind. Pretty good. Not as accessible for me anymore, given dietary restrictions, but I can still have it sometimes. Can I hint you my next vid? It is related to Indie Horror Initiative. And despite what I said in my last video, it is not a game I am nervous about covering. That was I intended to make my next video about something else. Things got shifted around, so that didn't end up being the next video. I had to kind of like get a backup plan. Not like I'm not putting any effort into this one, but it wasn't initially the plan. My favorite drink. I feel like I'm being interviewed. I guess coffee, but like fancy coffees. Think about like lattes and stuff, a nice strange coffee. Should play Playtime with Percy for the third time. Why? I don't think anything's changed. Just casually go back in and play it again for no reason. I will say the next video is like very close to being done in terms of like ready for production, not like done. Sorry, that was a bad phrasing. I just need to cut the audio. I need to re-record something because an annoying thing that happened was I had this spooky part of it, like it pulls up this like note on your screen and I read the note out. And I had that recorded and everything, and then I get back from my vacation and on Saturday there is a patch note that says changed the third secret, and I'm like, okay. And then I go to look at the other secrets because they're all like web pages and the link doesn't work anymore, and I go to the guy and I'm like, did something change with the web page secrets too when you changed the link for this one? And he's like, oh yeah, this memo is different. And I go and look at the memo and I'm like, oh fuck me, it's different, I have to reread it. Conveniently though, of course, I'm sick, so I have to wait till my voice doesn't sound dumb to read the memo that's somewhat serious themed, so that it doesn't sound dumb. Like, I might be able to read it tonight, maybe. I don't think my voice sounds that bad today. It's just kind of frustrating where it's like, are you kidding me? Man, I had everything ready to go and the frickin' memo changes the day I get back from vacation. So I have to re-record that, and I think I have to re-record, oh, I didn't record the conclusion yet, because it was talking about my trip to Orlando. But that's not a huge deal, I can send it off to the editors before the conclusion is recorded. I think maybe like 2 more days, and it should be ready to go for them to work on. But I am planning some cool art bits for it, so there should be some cool parts that are like game-style art bits. And the subscription reminder for this one is really stupid, but I love it, so I hope you love it too. I think it goes on for a little long, but when I saw the idea in the comments, I had to use it. It was like the funniest idea. I don't even know if most people are gonna get it, but I hope they do because I love it. It's long enough that I split it into 2 parts, where one is at the beginning of the video and then the one is at the very end after the conclusion to like show you what happened after the thing happened, because I didn't want to just be like, let's get into the game, and then I show you like a whole 2-minute animation instead of just Mini Dusky getting up to random bullshit. It just felt weird. I want to make it all about myself, so. Then I have no idea if my next video is gonna come out on time. It might come out at a good hour. I think my dad is mowing outside. Like, it might come out at a good time. It honestly depends on whether or not I'm able to get the script and everything done relatively quickly. Before, you know, we take my cat in to be euthanized, because I'm probably gonna be a fucking wreck about it. So I'm probably not gonna be able to do much that day, if anything, and probably not that week either. It'll be a really slow crawl for anything to be actually sent off to be worked on. I think yellow worked better. But I don't think I shouldn't stream it all during that. I think I need to do something to distract myself. Probably not the day of, but at some point that week. Even if it's something super duper simple like Minecraft or whatever. He put a disclaimer in the title. It's just like, I will cry on this stream. There will be crying. But like, I kind of know better than to just not talk to anyone during that period, because like, I need to talk, like, verbally to some people. I need to talk verbally to someone. I can't just, like, be alone. Because, like, whenever I stop streaming for those weeks when, like, the treatment is really hard... Is my mic broken? Is it doing the robot thing again? I hope not. I don't think I... Uh-oh. Did stick my hand down, my foot down there. Okay, so that's your internet. It's your fault! I have bad allergies. And somehow it was Florida. It was fine. Very hot. And sticky. I saw Mario and that was cool. Oh, I sound like a goth person? Okay, that's not my microphone, that's just me being sick. Yes, I can't believe you, Ruffles. How could you not come and hang out with me? I missed you. You need to go to Universal at some point. You need to see Mario. You need to see the Donkey Kong. My mic was probably sounding like it was going through a fan because my dad was mowing outside. Someone was mowing outside, which I am assuming was my dad, because if it wasn't my dad, that means someone random was in my yard just now mowing our grass. Well, I run cold. I'm like always cold for some reason, so me in Florida was like, it was still really hot, but I guess that sort of saved me, because my body will take the slightest hint of a breeze and make it freezing. So I'd go outside sometimes and be kind of relieved just for a bit when the heat hit me. Where it was like, oh yes, that feels good. That feels so much better. Then you're out there for like 10 minutes and then it's like, okay, I don't like it anymore. Also, Ruffles, my mom has a 9 to 5 and my dad has a 9 to 5 and they went with me. So, checkmate, atheists. Slightly less on fire when you go inside. Get some fans. I guess I agree with him. You guys are gonna think I'm really weird, but I have my heater on a lot of the time. No matter the season. Like, especially at night. Now I've like started turning my heater on because it gets cold. Because the air conditioning makes me cold. And so I am the type of person to turn my heater on during the summer. The lawnmower is coming back. Okay, should I eat nuggets again tonight, or should I get DoorDash? I don't really want to spend any more money, though. I've just been, like, really wanting an, Asiago bagel from Panera Bread lately for no reason. Don't know why. Just been thinking about it. This song copyrighted? No, there was, like, 2... in the playlist that, yeah, this one's like the one other one. Oh my god, wait. Okay. I don't know, it might have gotten me. I don't care that much. Can't believe there's Dynamite Heady rep in this playlist. That's amazing. I mean, Bubsy's getting all the treatment now. He's coming back. Why can't Dynamite Heady come back? I mean, I know his game kind of concluded with him not wanting the sequel, but... what if you made it about a different character? Told the prequel story. Gosh, I don't know what to do for my birthday this year. It's coming up, and I have no idea what, like, what should I theme? Because I'm making a new outfit for Halloween. That's probably gonna go into November because I imagine the Halloween stuff will be delayed somewhat by the aforementioned cat stuff. So, like, I won't want to just have it be for half a month of Halloween. But my birthday's like right after. It's like December 10th. So it is December 10th. I don't know why I said like. So what do I do? Because like last year I did a new outfit for my birthday. If I'm doing one for my Halloween stuff, then what do I do for my birthday? I have no idea. The first message I say was die, I guess. Okay. I'll do that. This birthday, I'll die. This birthday, I'm gonna live stream my death as I jump from a flaming airplane into a pit of even more fire. And then Freddy Fazbear comes out and he says, "Buy my Fanta," and then everyone claps. I mean, at least I know everything that I commissioned, except for like one thing, will be done by the initial start of October, like I initially planned for everything to happen on. So it's not like I'm gonna still be waiting on stuff. Ugh. I didn't get very far. That's okay though. I accomplished what I set out to do, which was talk about the trip. Other than that, I've started to not feel that good, so I'm gonna call this stream, and I'm gonna go probably take my temperature, and I don't know, I might take another like seltzer or something. I'm not sure. It's kind of annoying how it's lasting a long time, and like just now is when like I maybe get a fever. We don't know yet. I don't know for sure yet. Thanks, Ruffles. I have to get my cat out of my room, make her go eat dinner and pee or something. She has not done either of those things for the past, like, actually not since 10 in the morning, and it's been like almost 8 hours, so kick her out. Well, sorry, I'm kind of spacing out. I'm glad y'all who showed up liked the stream. I'm probably gonna be back on like the 12th, maybe? For a weird stream. Go piss, cat. Oh, but for now I need my, like, everything hurts. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.